Howdy, howdy. I'm sitting here trying to figure out what the Kirby and the Forgotten Land theme song reminds me of. Hold on. Where'd I put the remote? It's fine. It's this beat that's coming up here. Or like this instrumentality. Wait for it. It's right here. It reminds me of something, and I don't know what it reminds. It reminds me of something that makes me feel like I should be embarrassed to be reminded about. That's like my initial reaction. Hold on. I need to... I left my remote. Sounds like a Kirby game. Is that hurdy-gurdy? I don't think it's hurdy. I do not think it's the hurdy-gurdy man, no. I have a big cushion that I sit on when I'm streaming from the floor, and after 12 hours of usage yesterday, it's like, please, I need to be put in a different position. I cannot get it to cooperate. It's okay though. It's okay. Did you ever watch the... Okay, that's totally a thank you! Did you ever watch the Netflix show about the dad who plays Final Fantasy XIV? It sounds like the intro. That's exactly what I'm thinking of. Thank you. Thank you. It sounds like the opening to Dad of Light. That's exactly what it sounds like. Oh my god, thank you so much. That was gonna drive me actually crazy. Here it is. Yeah! I don't know if anybody else has watched that. I watched it specifically because... I guess I should tweet that I'm live, shouldn't I? I watched it specifically because Papa Moose obviously plays a lot of Final Fantasy 11. And so I was staying over a few years ago. I was staying over for a couple days. And we always like to like binge like a show or a movie series whenever I stay over for a few days. And he's like, what do you want to watch? So we were like going through Netflix, and then I saw Dad of Light. And I was like, do I have the show for you, buddy? Yeah, Dad of Light. I think some translations called it like Father of Light, but I was just called it Dad of Light. Yeah, it was really cute. It's basically about a dad who like retires, and his son who plays Final Fantasy XIV all day. And his dad who retires is like, I don't know if you should be spending your time on this. And he was like, and he was like, Dad, I swear, it's like a really worthwhile game and you'll make a lot of friends and feel really good about yourself. And his dad was like, I don't know. And then his dad starts playing it because he's retired and like doesn't know what else to do. And then his dad like falls in love with the game and they play together. And it's like about them sort of like, you know, making up, patching up their relationship. I can't stay, but here's $1 for your time. Here's a red shell for the very end of the race. and yeah, it's like his like coworkers also play and they like meet each other in the game, and it's really cute. But it was funny because that was sort of how we started playing Final Fantasy XI as well. Oops, hold on, I have some things open. I don't need to. Oh. Even when you can't stay the moose now fears your presence behind every shadow. That's true. I woke up and I was just like, God, I died to Garrett so many times in Mario Kart, I can't even believe it. Yeah, that was sort of how we started playing Final Fantasy XI, is he gave me a lot of, well, he bought it for me in the first place. I mean, I was a kid when I started playing it, so I couldn't have bought it, but he bought it for me and like helped me set it up and everything. And then he gave me crap about how much I was playing it. And he was like, oh, you play this game so much, and oh, it's a waste of time, and oh, you could be doing something more productive with your time. She fears nothing but me. The only thing Moose fears is Garrett. Oh, God. Oh, wait, do I have to break the cute puppy snowman? I did. Oh, I have to break 3 more? Come on. I love this penguin guy, though. I love his little hat. Sorry about that, buddy. But yeah, he was like, you should be doing something more productive with your time. And I was like, oh, I was like this. And like knowing that he was like a huge like nerd and a huge D&D nerd who like loves world building and RPG mechanics and stuff like that, I was like, uh-huh. And so I forgot what age I was. I couldn't drive yet. So I must have been like 14 or 15. And I went and I got a job wrapping presents at the mall. Just like one of those like stands where you can like pay to have your gifts wrapped when you're Christmas shopping. And so I got a job wrapping gifts in the weeks leading up to Christmas, and I used all of that money to buy a second copy of Final Fantasy XI, and I gave it to my dad for Christmas. Like, I was only like half joking. Like, I knew that he would enjoy it, but I was also like, he's not gonna actually like spend a really long time with this. He's probably gonna like play it for just a little bit and then forget about it. But I was like, it'll still be worth all of the presents I wrapped just to like get one over on him when he like turns out to like it. And so no. and so I gave it to him, and he sort of rolled his eyes and was like, oh, wait, got the mouthful mode. And so he sort of rolled his eyes and was like, uh-huh. Like, sure, yeah, I'll try your game that you never stop playing. And then, of course, he got really into it. And here we are in the year 2020. And literally every time I go to visit him, he's like, why aren't you playing more Final Fantasy XI? I need a healer to do some of the new content, and you're never around. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm doing more productive things. It is adorable. People like never believed me in Maple. It's not 2020, it's 2022. I don't know what year it is, man. In the year 2022. wait, I gotta bust it open. I wound up between Maple and Kunuko, and that was not a safe place to be. That's true. I was like I was watching some of the clips, and there was a lot of like moments in the clips where I was like, I do not remember acting like this, reacting like this. Why do these coins feel like a threat? Like, I probably can't just, like... Oh, wait. There's a thingy there. There's a thing to be broken. Oh, what do I do? Oh, wait. I see the bomb. Yeah, there was one moment where, like, Kuruko went by me and my voice dropped, like, 30 octaves, and I was like, good. And I was like, I don't even remember. I don't even remember. We going back 2 years here. But yeah, so it's uh-oh. Can I break these? No, I gotta be... This is gonna be tricky, though. I can't jump them either. Oh, no, I can break them. Just have to go ham. Come on. Yes! Yes! So we watched Dad of Light together, and he was like, wow, this very much mirrors our own experience. And I was like, yeah, so, like, we really like that show. So I've listened to the OP a whole lot. That's probably why it reminded me of it. But yeah, it's funny, because he still plays, like, a lot. Like, a lot. And he, like, keeps up with the meta. There was actually there was, like, a gathering... There was a gathering in, like, the before times where it was gonna be, like, some sort of anniversary gathering of a bunch of old Final Fantasy XI players, and they actually got, like, some of the, like, producers and game directors and stuff to be there. And it didn't wind up happening. Oh, God. But I actually wound up getting, like... They were free, but they were, like, tickets just to cap... just to cap attendance. And so I wound up getting in on the tickets, and I was like, woohoo! And so I told him, I was like, look, I got us tickets to the Final Fantasy 11 event, anniversary event, where we can meet the game director and the producer. And he was like, I'm going to bring a list of notes on my thoughts regarding the Beastmaster changes. And I was like, could you just be normal? Oh no, I need the gun guy. Hold on. He was like, I have a list of demands regarding the Beastmaster changes, and I don't appreciate... Oh, God. He was like, I don't appreciate what they've done with the job. And I was like, okay, well... I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I also don't want to get arrested tonight. Woo! Unfortunately, you are maidenless. Wait, oh, I have to shoot both. I gotta shoot this thingy? And then this thingy. Please don't be timed. Whew! Yeah, I haven't hit too many glitches in Elden Ring yet. I've been playing it, like, on and off whenever I need, like, something that I can... Whenever I need to just sort of, like, play something where I can just shut my brain off a little bit. Not shut it off, because still you gotta pay attention, but, like, shut off the thinking about moving logistics part of my brain and just focus on a little bit of unga bunga. I've been playing Elden Ring, and I haven't really hit... I've seen people talk about some glitches with bosses, but I haven't hit any. I have finally started fighting bosses instead of just wildly running through areas screaming, so that's an improvement. I mean, an improvement if that's what you're into. Us real Elden Ring players know. Fighting any bosses is cowardice. But I fought... Who did I fight? I fought a lady. I fought a lady in, like, a moonscape. I fought her first form, and I was like, I did it. I beat her. I'm amazing. And then her second form kicked in, and I screamed no just as she one-shotted me. Oh, the Elden Ring. They heard it was coming and canceled out of fear. That is 100% what happened. I like told him that too. I was like, I bet they canceled it because they heard you were gonna tell them about your Beastmaster thoughts, and he just stared at me, and I was like, okay, I see we're still being I see we're feeling delicately about this. He didn't like the Beastmaster changes because he was a Beastmaster main at the time, and he might be again. I don't know if they've like fixed it according to him. But he was a Beastmaster main. And they made changes so that, like, he couldn't exploit sort of this, like, frame-perfect damage technique that he used to do. And it made him furious because he couldn't solo things as easily. And he was like, they've ruined the job. And I was like, well, I think the point of the job was to, like, you know, play with your pets and charm animals in the wild and oh please charm animals in the wild so that's how you fight. No it's flattened. I was like, I think the whole point was to like charm animals in the wild and like use them and be strategic about what monsters to use, not just pull out the same tiger over and over and use him 1,000 times, like exploit his special attack with frame perfect timing in order to solo things. And he just looked at me and was like, you don't understand the job. And I was like, okay. Understood, sir. Sorry for questioning you. I was a fool. I did beat the moon lady. I did beat her. She just won the first time I went in there. I beat her first form and I got cocky and I had a drink and I was like, nice, I beat her, and I like grabbed my drink and took a nice long sip. And then her second form kicked in when I was mid-sip and I was like, no. I was like, no, it can't, not like this. Then one of her spells hit me and I exploded and I was like, well, okay, we're going again. The act of running and screaming for something. Papa Moo seems like he approaches the caravan from... like the caravan from Fury Road. I can see why the Final Fantasy XI folks ran away. Yeah, he's intense. Like a WoW hunter. I never played enough of WoW to like know what is if there's a there's gotta be stairs up here, right? 'Cause I gotta be able to bust through this thing. Where are the stairs at? I see there's stairs like way up there, but am I supposed to drop them down? Oh, I guess there's space over there to drop them down. Huh. I never played enough WoW to like know what all the classes did. I've thought of playing. I had a younger person at the office tell me that I needed to play. I needed to play WoW Classic, or I didn't know like what real gaming was or something. And I was like, you are 2 years old. Don't talk to me. I've been thinking about checking it out just because, like, I didn't really give it a fair shot. Oh, no! I didn't really give it a fair shot the first time I tried WoW because I was so into Final Fantasy XI that I was like, nothing can match up to my Final Fantasy XI. Wait, how am I so... Oh, the stairs! And I was like, I don't need to try any other games, but now... Obviously, I want to know what I missed. But if it's like, basically, I mean, it's the classic Final Fantasy Beastmaster. So you charm the youths. Yes. Yeah, tame certain creatures to make them your pets. Yeah, that's exactly it. You charm monsters, and you use them to fight, and then sort of like the old strategy, And classic Final Fantasy XI was you would like go out to a ripe hunting ground. And no. No! My head! You'd go out to a ripe hunting ground and you would fight with one monster until it... Wait, where's the last snow creature? Did I miss it? Gotta be a snow creature around here. Wait, this is suspicious. Or not. You'd go out to a ripe hunting ground, you would fight with a creature that you charmed. Up until it died, and then you would charm, like, another creature nearby to sort of keep the chain of charms going. This is suspicious. Hold on. This is suspicious. Can I get over there? Am I about to die? No. Birdies! Woohoo! Money! There's snow body around. But yeah, that was like the way that you used to do it, but now they have jug pets now, so you can basically bring out soup. So Beastmaster walks out to the battlefield with soup, and they drink the soup, and a cool monster friend jumps out of the soup. Okay, so that isn't the way. And it lets you like pick, like, different types of soup bring out different monsters. And so if you're like, oh, I want a mandragora, there's like a certain kind of soup, versus if you want a tiger, there's a different kind of soup. The phrase jug monster. Yeah, I just visited the clock tower. I'm just checking to see if I missed, if the last snowman I missed is in this area. If it's not, then rip, I guess. But so it gave, I mean, I guess it gave it more flexibility because you didn't only have to pick for monsters in the area that you were fighting in. You could pick based on like strengths and weaknesses and monster abilities. And you could pick whatever you want, whatever you could find the soup for. The jug. But Papa Moose is a big fan of the what's his name? Of the tiger pet. I'm trying to remember the first part of his name. The second part of his name is Randy. And that's just what Papa Moose refers to him as. He's like, well, let me get Randy. If I'm like, I'm having a problem with a fight, he's like, well, let me get Randy in there. I'm sure he can take care of it. I'm like, it sounds so threatening. It sounds like you live like a man on the inside. Sounds like you know a guy. Is Soupymon? Yes, it's soup Pokemon. Roll up to the club with my 10 jugs of soup. That's just the Beastmaster way. Yeah, I'm missing one snow sculpture, and then the side alley? Oh! The Lightron Works Company was a massive corporation that invested in research and development within all kinds of fields, electro, bio, astro, and more. Lightron eventually split up, giving rise to many rival companies and countless heated corporate Is this like... Oh. I'm just trying to figure out the lore here. Is this like these corporations ended the world? Like... One Dog and Wundy, Wundaria's founder, based the park's most popular characters on their own 2 dogs. One Dog and Wandy, these 2 friends travel through the cosmos together in their stories, working as a team and having all kinds of wild adventures. I love them. Randy is a problem solver. He loves Randy. Well, that's what made him so mad, is they nerfed Randy. And he was like, you can't nerf Randy. He's Randy. And I was like, maybe they were just trying to get the game balance better. And I was like, if I don't want to get disowned, I should probably stop saying things like that. Corporate collapse lore. I love One Dog and Wandy. Me too. They finished new building. Hold on. Randy Savage was nerfed. I mean, a Savage Randy was nerfed. What is that? He's a little juice box. 145 Waddle Dees you saved. Work together to rebuild Waddle Dees item shop. Buy a few items to help on your adventure. Hold on. Hold on. Forgot about the post office guy. You never nerf Randy. Never nerf Randy. Hi there, welcome to Waddle Dee's item shop. We sell items that can give you temporary power boosts in a few different ways. You can even use more than one at a time. Whether you mix a few together or just double up on one. Ah, you can only take one item with you at a time though. Which item would you like, Kirby? Doubles your health. Your health cannot exceed double the normal amount. Increases your attack power for 200 seconds. Stack up to 5 at once. What the? Okay, so this is gonna be key in some of the like. I actually went back and I did some of the challenges with the bosses just because I wanted to see if I could. And I was struggling a little bit with the cat lady with not taking damage, but this will end it. This will end my suffering. Increases your speed for 200 seconds. So these are time-based, but is this just until I die or something? I mean, I'll eat it. 300 Waddle Dees in total, so you're almost at 50%. Ooh! Thanks for your purchase. When you're ready to use this stock item, just hold down X. I'm like, I don't know if it's time-based, if the life up will only last for a certain amount of seconds. Because the other two are time-based, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'll use it when I get there. Kirby gets kicked out of the Coliseum for being found out taking damage up drugs before the fight. Wait, can you use them in the Coliseum? Oh, that would be nice. Chain bomb treasure. Hold on, let's see if we can find any rifts. Or money. I'll take the spare money you got lying around. Life boost lasts till you lose the life? Maybe? Double health means you don't lose the 100% health sword lasers immediately upon damage. Oh! That is useful. Increasing speed also increases the distance you can move while underground with the drill. Oh! Hoo-hoo! So there's a bunch of like strats that you can do. That's cool. When I was going around like messing with stuff offline, it just like struck me how many ways there are to do different things. So I was like, oh my god. It's like I'm definitely gonna get lost in this game. Trying to 100% everything. Okay, but let me find a rift. You got any rifts for me? Oh, oh. There we go. Light bulb mouth treasure? Off topic, have you seen the new duel pass? No, I haven't. I haven't logged in today. I basically oh wait, yeah, that's enough. Oh, I need to tell you guys. Hold on. Hold on one second. I completely forgot with everything going on. Ah! This way. Oh, look at this guy. Oh, they want me. Hold on. Ah! I keep screwing up. I'm gonna hold it. There we go. No! Oh, no! Wait, we'll come back. Okay. I forgot to tell you guys. So after I stopped streaming last night, spikes everywhere. Oh, I may have gone the wrong way. Come back. Come back! Oh, up? Oh! Neither way was the right way. I am in a precarious position right now. I know, game. Hold on! I'm sorry, Kirby. I'm sorry, Kirby. Wait, it snitches you? It snitches on you? For every out of arena boost you use? Oh my god. Yeah, after I finished streaming yesterday, I went and I watched the first no. I watched the first episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Cause it is on Netflix. And so I went and I watched the first episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! On Netflix as I went to bed. I think this is the one. No. There we go. And first of all, it was amazing. First of all, I couldn't believe how incredible it was. I almost started screaming when Yu-Gi-Oh! And now I know his name is Yugi. When Yugi's grandpa got his card ripped in half and went to the hospital, I was like, I felt that. The health up also acts as a Maxim tomato. Oh, nice. Okay. You did it using these items. So I watched the first episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! And I loved it. I was also getting really, really mad because Kaiba was just like, he was like, I summon my blue eyes white dragon. And now I summon my second blue eyes white dragon. And I was like, how? Does the man not have to tribute cards? Does he not have to tribute for these summons? I don't understand. Why? Why doesn't he have to tribute? So I was getting a little mad. Oh. But other than that, oh wait. I see what I was supposed to do. I see what I was supposed to do. There we go. Okay, I gotta use the motion of the ocean here. Ah! Bob guy, hold up. Wait, why aren't they going down to him? I guess he's right here. I get you. Whoa! Oh, I see. I can't throw too many at once or they all blow up. Yeah, get over there. Woohoo! Come on, fish. Fish! All of season 1 is characters not playing by tabletop rules. Okay, well, I was getting heated about it. I was like, Seto Kaiba, you're out here like, I'm the master of games, and he's getting all mad because he's like, the heart of the cards is dumb. And I was like, you not playing by the rules is dumb. And also this child with like a 40-year-old man inside of him just kicked your ass, so. Even with all your cheating. Please. How am I so bad at this? There we go. This particular story was written before the game even had rules. I mean, that's probably true. It was the Wild West back then. Yeah, I was getting mad about the tributing. I was getting mad about, I forgot what else I was getting mad about. But I was also like, it's the show, so I'm forced to respect it. And then Kaiba got like incinerated by Exodia. They start playing legit-ish at some point. There's a reason the meme came out of "Screw the rules, I have money" with Kaiba. I liked that when he saw the Blue Eyes White Dragon that Yugi's grandpa had. I like that he just busted out like a suitcase full of trading cards and was like, I'll give you all of these for that. That was actually how I got my Charizard. Oh, I have to throw him. Not that way though. That's how I got my Charizard. Except it wasn't like with another kid, it was actually with the game shop owner, my local card store owner. He basically, I was like, I want the Charizard, but I don't have the money for it. And he was like, I mean, I'll trade you cards for it. Like, I can still sell other cards. And I was like, all right. And so then I was like, how about this many? How about this many? And he just kept, like, he was like, what else you got? And I was like, oh my god. And eventually I just gave him, like, I gave him so many cards for that Charizard. But I've always been, like, I don't know, kind of a nut. And so even though I did trade him a lot of cards for it, they were mostly, like, there was a lot of, like, holographic cards, but they were mostly holographic cards that I had duplicates of, because I was like, I'm not gonna give you, like, my only copy of one of my holos or something. I'm not that I'm crazy, but I'm not that crazy. Pew! Get him! Get him! Run! Woohoo! Playing an Exodia deck with Swords of Revealing Light made me feel like the coolest kid in my grade school. Okay, so that's another thing, is the way, so I don't know why I assume that all these cards are just like real in the show, that they actually have monsters come out of them, but the fact that it's just Kaiba being like a huge like nerd who's like, I want my trading card game to be real, I built a holographic projector in order to make these cards real. So when like the swords of Revealing Light came down, I was like, this is dope. And also I wish that Master Duel like just showed the monsters on the field like this. I know it would be so much more extra and the Switch version probably wouldn't run at all anymore, but I still want it. If you want to experience some real crazy stuff, you can check Season 0 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where Yugi and Kaiba are kind of remorseless serial killers. What happened? Woo is a doozy. It's a pretty strong-ass green creature in Magic the Gathering that scales with cards in the grave. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, I love my trading card game memories, and I still love playing trading card games, but I will say that there are certain things about the experience that it would be safe to say you dodged a bullet with certain things about them. I had a lot of situations. I had a lot of situations where so we actually had Pokemon cards banned from my elementary school, I think it was, because they were like, you know, if a kid does an unfair trade or like bullies another kid into doing an unfair trade, like, we're teachers, we don't know what's a fair trade and what's an unfair trade in this children's card game, so we just don't want them to do it because we don't want to be held responsible. And then like parents will get mad at us if the kid is upset about it later. But I was like, no sir, I need a way to trade my Pokemon cards. And this is the only place I can do it when it's not Friday, which is my day that I go. Can I go in here? Oh. Friday was my Pokemon card games at the game shop day. So I could trade them, but it was like, what if a kid who doesn't go to the card shop has a sick card on a Tuesday? Then what am I supposed to do? So I did it illicitly behind one of the bigger trees on the playground. But like, I still look at my collection sometimes, and I remember some of the trade. Like, there was I'm trying to remember. So like, Vileplume was a rare holographic card, and it wasn't bad at all. And I got a Vileplume. It's not like in good condition or anything. It's like in like pretty mid condition, but I got a Vileplume, and I got it. Oh, look at this guy. No, sir. Not today. I got it because the kid was like, I really want your coughing card. And I was like, coughing is literally like a common. Why do you want to trade me a Vileplume for this? Is the Vileplume poisoned? And he was like, no, I just really want this coughing. And I was like, are we sure? And like, I wasn't looking to like scam him or anything, but he like legit was like, I just really want this coughing. I'll give you this Vileplume for it. And I was like, I see. So I just have this holographic Vileplume, and now every time I see it, I have like this weird sense of nervousness. Because I'm like, why did he give it to me? Why did he trade me for a coughing? It doesn't make any sense. I'm uncomfortable. Like, can I kick these guys at him? Yeah. No! What's wrong? I think the same thing happened with my holographic, was it Clefable or Wigglytuff? It's one of those. I just remember I got it in like a really weird situation. And ever since then, every time I look at it, I'm like, what's wrong? Like, what sort of curse is on this thing? Train boys! What? Money! There's 100% a part in Season 0 where Yugi burns a guy and destroys his soul after he takes his friend hostage. Excuse me? To be a real TCG player, you need some kind of mental problem relatable. The best card games are the illicit ones. Yeah, I think I've brought this up before, but I haven't really drafted very much, and I like to draft. I would like to like learn how to draft more and be good at it, because I've only drafted a couple times. Only one that I was like that I was a super active participant. The other ones I sort of was more like, let me watch and try and learn what I'm doing here. And then I was like, I think you just need to like know what's coming up in the set that you're drafting. I think that was my biggest problem. And also I hadn't played Magic in like years when I went and drafted. I only went because a friend of mine had just moved to town and was like, oh, I really want to draft at the local card shop, but I'm nervous to go alone, and like, would you come with me? And I was like, yeah, I'll try. I was like, I haven't played Magic in a million years, so I don't really know what I'm doing, but I'll come to support you, and so you can have fun. But then we went and I pulled in the draft where they give you the part where they give you like the promo card for the draft. So it was really obvious the entire draft that I was the dumbest person there. Like everybody could tell right away, like, oh, like she is like she knows enough of the rules to like kind of play the game, but she doesn't remember enough of them to you know, be dangerous to anybody. And so that was where I kept playing the Stern Constable card. Well, I got a holographic Stern Constable in my draft. And I was like loudly bragging about it to everyone, and everyone was like, that's not a good card. I was like, but it's holofoil. You're gonna tell me it's a bad card? Look at how shiny it is. And they were like, no, it's a bad card. And I was obviously joking, but I think some people were like, oh my god, is she really that stupid? But then there was like one guy who I went up against who I think was just like, I think he saw me as like just a child among men, and he didn't want me to be killed that hard. And so he, even when we were facing each other, he was trying to give me tips. He was like, no, don't attack me right now. But then at the end, so it was obvious to everybody that like I was the least experienced Magic card player there, and I hadn't played in a long time. But then at the end, when they gave out the promo cards for the draft, I got like the rarest and best card, and I could like feel everyone's frustration. Instead of Kaiba being a petty jerk, he's a sociopath who decides he wants Yuki dead for beating him in a card game to the point of trapping him in an amusement park with convicted murderers? He was just a time traveler and knew you would need it. Truly the Joey Wheeler to your friend who wanted to go to the drafts, Yugi. Yeah, I was like, oh, I gotta go fast. Okay. Woo! I was like, as we moved down the line for the draft matches, I was like, you're only like the 21st person to ever make me sweat this much. No, I missed a Waddle Dee. But it was really fun. It was, even though I was bad, like now that I've like had more Magic time, and I would of course hit the Magic gym before trying it again too. I would, you know, try and figure out what's actually in the set and what some good strategies are, and actually play some games before I get there so I'm not so rusty. But I'd like to draft again because it was fun. I think they do. There are some shops around here that do drafts. The place that really wanted me to play the D&D game with them, they said that they did drafts. Oh no. I should go there before I move, just so that they know I'm not like... It's not like, oh, I never came because... because I didn't want to. It's just because I moved. Woohoo! So I missed the first one. Learning cards, not a real MTG player. Thought it was Yu-Gi-Oh players who couldn't read. Yeah, I sort of picked up on the fact that there was like a season before the season of anime that I was watching with Yu-Gi-Oh! Because like in the very first episode, I mean I only watched the first episode, but when Joey's like telling Yugi to go face Kaiba in the match, he's like, you can do it. He's like, you're the best card player I know, and you have the Millennium Puzzle. And Yugi's just like, yeah. And I was like, what's the Millennium Puzzle? I was like, why are you saying that so casually? Like, it's a thing I should know about. And you have the Millennium Puzzle. Oh god, I'm gonna get smooshed. No! A link to scry fall for Stern Constable. Mm-hmm. The foil version is 19 cents. Yeah, that sounds about right. What? Stern Constable's amazing. Look at how stern that guy is. Just look at the picture on the card. You'll see why I could sense a power in the card that nobody else could. Oh dear. He's got that look in his eyes. Blech. Got that look in his eyes like he's thinking stern thoughts. Cone mouth Kirby. Wait, I need to I need to try all the wee. Is it here? Woo! Flat boost. The Millennial Puzzle? The Millennium Puzzle? Is that what it... The Millennium Puzzle? The Millennium Puzzle? Yeah. Honestly, Stern Constable is a playable card in some kind of White Madness deck. I mean, it's a playable card in any deck you want it to be a playable card in, as evidenced by my success. So wild. So wildly successful was I with my Stern Constable card. Oh god, no. No, don't yell at me. Hold on. He can do work in draft, but he's a 23rd pick lad. Millennium, it's Millennium? Okay. The Millennial Puzzle. Oh god. They have a model kit of the... I think I saw Fubuki do the model kit of the Millennium Puzzle. Because I think it took a really long time and I was like, what is this? I miss doing model kits. I used to do model kits, you better come back here. Yay! I used to do model kits a lot. Like, I have a few old like Gundams sitting around, but I miss doing like more puzzly model kits. Like, I'm trying to remember. There were some like Digimon ones, I think, or I might be thinking of the wrong thing. I think where you put together like the digi eggs. Am I thinking of the wrong thing? I don't think I am. Yeah, I swear that there were like some old model kits of the digi eggs. Now I want to like look them up. Because I specifically remember like sliding in like the bottom piece to make like the round like egg part, and that was sort of the thing that held it all together. Have you seen the cup ramen model kit? I actually have it. I actually have the cup. I'm looking at it right now. I love all the little pieces in it, and I love how it actually has like a paper top. It's really cool. Yeah, now I want to remember what model kit I'm thinking of. Because it has like a little round part on the bottom that you have to sort of slide in and click to make the rest of it hold itself together. And I thought it was a digit egg. Though honestly, like the Digimon. Ah! That's right. Honestly, the Digimon models were kind of puzzles in and of themselves sometimes, because they uh-oh. I made a huge mistake. Oh, I should have looked over there. I see like a little opening. No. Yeah, because the Digimon, like... Oh, I didn't find the second secret passage. But, oh! 4-star! Strong-armed beast Gorimondo. Gorimondo considers the local shopping mall to be his personal territory. As part of the Beast Pack's executive council, he's in charge of capturing Waddle Dees and gathering food. He tends to eat all the fruit himself, he just can't help it. This behavior has earned him an earful from his boss more than once. Oh, I think I got that one already. I got this one already. Yeah, oh yeah, it has a ×2 at the top. The Digimon, there were like these Digivolving figures. Where there were these Digivolving figures where you had like Agumon, but then you could Digivolve the figure into like War Greymon. And there was a bunch of them. I'm trying to remember, there was like Birdramon into Garudamon. There was Garurumon into Metal Garurumon. There was... Or no, there was Gabumon into Metal Garurumon. There was Garurumon into Were Garurumon. There were a bunch. And then they had later ones for season 2. They had like the eggs. So they had like Hawkmon's egg into Hawkmon. But some of those were actually kind of hard to figure out sometimes. Some of those like felt like a puzzle while you were doing them, because you were like, I'll figure it out. I got this. And then you're like, you have this monstrosity that's like halfway between Agumon and War Greymon, and you're like, how do I finish it? Yeah, I've never done like a plane or a tank model kit before, because they seem really delicate, and while I really like looking at the finished product, I feel like I'm a little bit too much of a moose in a china shop and I would wreck them, but I don't know, maybe it would be worth trying. Plus, I've always had cats, and so I'm afraid that they would try and eat the little parts or something. Mine now probably wouldn't. She's not really interested in stuff like that. She's only interested in like me paying attention to her. Are you sure you aren't thinking of those Digimon Transformers toys for the Digit Eggs of the Crest? I mean, I might be. I had a lot of Digimon toys. I actually asked Mama Moose last time I was over. I was like, do you know where my Digimon toys are? Because I was like, I'd really like to. I told her that I was like, I wanted to show off like some of my old card collection and stuff like that. And I was like, I wanted to like maybe stream. Oh no. I wanted to maybe stream my old Digimon toys, and she's like, there's no way that I would have thrown those away. Cause she was like, I just look at stuff like that and I'm like, maybe this could be worth money someday. So she's like, there's 0% chance that I threw that away. But she's like, I have no idea where it is. So we like looked around the house and she was like, I have no clue. So I'm gonna have to, maybe before I move, figure out where on earth we put those. Because I remember where we kept them. Like, we kept them sort of under my bed in a bin, but she moved She moved a lot of that stuff when I moved out. Oh god. Because she was just like, "Oh, I want to be able to like have my sister over, my aunt, her sister." She was like, "I want to be able to have my sister over and not have her surrounded by your Digimon toys." And I was like, "How dare you?" She'll be around the Digimon toys and she'll like it. And getting her claws stuck in the couch. That is her specialty. Ugh. Yeah, I definitely had some Gundam ones. I had Death Scythe Hell, I think, and I had one other. I can't remember. Woohoo! Yeah, her specialty is getting her claws stuck in the couch, but she was really mad at me all day today. Luckily, I was working from home. Luckily, I was working from home today, because I could tell she was mad at me. She was like, why were you talking with all those people yesterday who weren't me? Who weren't? Oh, I see. This gives me the traction. And so, I'm not gonna disturb them. They're adorable. So pretty much all day while I was trying to work, she was on top of me, screaming. just hollering. Oh yes. And I was like, honey, mommy has to take a call right now. And she just got even closer to my face, and I was like, I see. Understandable. Understandable after what I put you through yesterday. A whole day of paying attention to people who aren't you. The most important angel in the world. How am I supposed to... Oh, I see. See what sort of... Oh, he has the teeth! Not the teeth! Is this it? Oh no, I have to get in the boat. Metal Slug model kit. Ooh. Ooh. Full day of yelling at ghosts, yeah. It's funny because when I'm like setting up my stream, she always comes in and sits on me. Because I think she's like, oh, mommy's sitting here and we can hang out and have a delightful time. And then as soon as, and she's sometimes here even when I start, and then at some point she realizes that it's not her that I'm talking to, and she gets mad and she leaves. But then the second that I cut off my stream and I stop talking, she's immediately back in here. Enjoy 3 meals at sea. Which way should I go? This way or this way? Hold on, I don't want to leave the area on accident, but which is the right way? Yeah, as soon as I stop, as soon as I quiet down for like a minute, then she's like, oh, okay, she's done. She's done talking to ghosts. And she just comes back in here and sits right on top of me. I'm like, why come in here? I will be in bed in 5 minutes if you would just sit in there and wait for me. She's like, mother, I simply cannot wait. There's my meal at sea. Woohoo! I can't get over a whole day of yelling at ghosts. That's what it must be like for her. She must be like, who are you talking to? I'm right here, and you're saying things that don't have anything to do with me. She doesn't even mind when I play games either. Like, she, ooh. Like, she sits on me while I play games literally all the time, so the only real difference is that... Do I gotta be the ring? The only real difference is that I have to... is that I'm talking more here, so that must be it. Maybe I need to have fire? Do I need to be a spicy boy? A spicy pollo? There's some fire. That's what I thought. Bloop. Ah! Why? Kirby. Kirby. Get the heck out of here. There we go. But yeah, I loved the first episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! And I was laughing hysterically through like half of it, so I'm sure I'll continue to have the time of my life. I like that so many of like the really iconic moments that I've seen used as memes online were like all in that episode. Yugi's grandpa going to the hospital, Kaiba tearing a card in half. What else? Him getting obliterated. Him dying in real life to the Exodia summoning. Him getting blasted. The scream reminds me, how's your voice holding up? It's a little, I got a little bit of my like teenage boy crackle going on, but that's the nature of the beast. It's the nature of the beast when when you talk for that many hours in a row. I've accepted it. The one thing that I am trying to figure out though, how to talk my way out of, is I kind of forgot that Wrestlemania was on. The Dragonfire blueprint. I kind of forgot that Wrestlemania was on. I have no idea how I forgot. I think it was just because I was so, like, nervous and focused on getting stuff ready for yesterday that it just slipped my mind. And so, Pizza Queen was hitting me up yesterday for my thoughts on Wrestlemania, and I fell silent because I was like, I didn't watch it because I was preparing for my stream, but I don't want to tell her that because it sounds really nerdy. And she's really cool. So she was like, you watch Wrestlemania? Like, what were your favorite matches? And I was like, So I'm gonna need to go like watch some highlights after this stream so I can get back to her. My boss asked me the same question. He was like, you watch Wrestlemania? He was like, I know Pizza Queen. He doesn't call her that, but he was like, I know Pizza Queen was really excited to talk to you about it. And I was like, yeah, I'll get on that. I'll get on that. We'll figure it out. I can come back from this. Oh. Kirby! Kirby, we gotta go. Kirby, we gots to go. No! Should we go with a fan name for Maple's cat? Or just Maple's cat? Even though the relationship is more like cat's Maple, that is 100% what our relationship is. I was trying to think of like what I could call her that's less like calling her cat. There we go. I have like a million nicknames for her is the problem. I honestly, like, one of the reasons that I always laugh at Yaro jokes so much is I call her Konyaro, because that's, because, like, I've told the story before, but her original owner was Japanese, and he was basically like, she likes you better, keep her, but That was his nickname for her. He always just called her Konyaro. Like this bastard. Oh. So I call her Konyaro a lot especially when she does something naughty. I just hit her with the Konyaro. Or sometimes we drop the cone to make it a little more like cat-like, and we just called her Nyaro. Truly the owner-cat relationship. There's a pun about Mania I want to drop here, but it'd be a massive spoiler. I need to get spoiled. I need to go watch some highlights so I can discuss with Pizza Queen, because otherwise she's never gonna speak to me again. I was like, I can't believe... Doesn't Wrestlemania know it was my 6-month anniversary? Can't they hold off for like a week? You can dual-wield cutters? Whoa! Sling both chakrams forward to slash a wide area in front of you. It's fun to watch them fly, as long as you're doing the throwing. Oh, I was just gonna ask if there's a difference in the colors, but one's like Volume 1 and one's Volume 2. I already got this guy. Mania was truly stunning. Or are you talking about Stone Cold? My dream is to be able to open up 2 cans of beer like he does. I need to perfect my technique. I wanna like crack 2 beer cans together and then chug them both at the same time. Can I do that if I get a 3D model? Is that like... Can I commission someone to get me a Stone Cold beer cracking animation? Is that something that does anyone specialize in that? Absolutely disrespectful, just like Master going into maintenance 10 minutes before you start playing it. I know. And nobody got the memo. Nobody got the memo that it was my 6-month anniversary and everyone conspired. It was a conspiracy. I bet the green guy's behind it. Oh no. Wait, should I take one of those? Hold on. I haven't had my cutter lately. Wah! Would you both cool it? I suppose. Oh no! I gotta get him with the close-up. Oh no. Woohoo! Yeah, I really gotta... That's like my... I'm gonna have to listen to like a, I don't know, like a YouTube recap or something on Wrestlemania. What is with this? Sorry, I just noticed this gorilla's does she have lipstick? Does she have the lipstick? Oh, it's a boss rush. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do catch up while I'm packing tonight, cause so I have a brand to maintain with my beloved Pizza Queen. No, it's gums. Oh, really? Woohoo! Should I take her now? Thank you. Bonkers, please. Can I throw those back at him? Oh. Yes! Woo! Oh no! Yeah, I'm not excited. I don't like traveling. I feel like kind of a weirdo because I feel like traveling is sort of the thing that like cool people do now. I feel like everyone's like, "Oh, I've been traveling." And I'm a little bit more like, "Oh, thank God I haven't been traveling." I'm oh no. Are you sure those are gums? Those are really creepy gums. Hold on, I wish I could zoom in. Get them checked. Yeah, I like being at home, so I'm a little like, oh, why must I travel? Oh, shabba! It's timed. Oh, I get the car. Hold on. Boost! No! Sheesh! How did I miss 2 already? This level, one of the secrets is to beat the final fight of the boss rush without taking any damage. Oh god. Well, I've already missed 2 Waddle Dees, so I know I'll be back here. Woo! Woo! Yeah, I've also been trying to figure out how to, like, obviously take my beloved syrup baby on a plane as well. Cause most places are pretty chill about, like, if you got an animal to bring, just like buy like $100 or something. You can bring your animal and it's fine, and they don't really care too much as long as you keep them in their carrier. But everybody has like different not reactions, but everybody has like different like recommendations for like the accommodations. So they're like, there's some places that are like, oh, you should like make sure that your cat, you should make sure you shouldn't, no, don't hug me. You should make sure that your cat has like, you can get a little like anti-anxiety pill from the vet to make sure that they aren't too stressed out and don't like panic on the flight. So I was like, oh, okay, like she's kind of freaked out before, not over flight stuff, but she's freaked out before when she's like gotten like blood drawn or whatever, and so I know that she's a little anxious, and so I was like, okay, well maybe I should like maybe I should do that. Okay, good to know. And then I look at another website and it's like, don't give your cat anti-anxiety medication. The frosty ice, finally an upgrade to ice. It's like, don't give your cat anti-anxiety medication because that can actually dehydrate them. And they could like enter like a dehydrated state on the flight, which is way worse. So instead of giving them anti-anxiety medication, you should make sure to give them a ton of water before you get on the flight. Oh my god, I missed so many. Holy moly. And so I was like, okay, so I shouldn't get her the meds. I should just give her a lot of water. Okay. And then I looked at a third site, and it was like, make sure not to give your cat too much water before you get on the flight. And I'm like, what do I do? For Digga, moving through the ground is as easy as swimming. It just dives underground, then wiggle, wiggle, jump! Surprise! You never know when to expect Digga. Kind of rude, actually. It also throws clumps of dirt at you and munch on ground-bound meals. F to those forgotten souls. I feel like I gotta go back. How did I miss that many? Oh my god. Sorry to those waddle-dees. Truly the WebMD of pet ownership. Yeah, I was like, I don't know what it wants me to do. I don't know what it wants from you, because it's like... Oh, actually, let me go upgrade my stuff. Give her tons of water and the meds. I was just like, I don't know. Stop giving me conflicting information. And I was like, so then I went and I looked on like the official airlines websites too to see if they had anything, and they were all conflicting too. And I was like, now I really don't know what to do. Like if I had the time and the inclination, well, I wouldn't actually do that. I was gonna say if I had the time and the inclination. Oh, they expanded the town. Wait. I can fish. Yes. If I under normal circumstances, when gas was in $1 zillion, I would just be like, if I had the time. You have so many new blueprints to give me. That's true. He's so cute. I wouldn't mind, like, you know, driving instead, taking a road trip. I think that would drive her crazy too. She gets a little carsick sometimes. But it would also, it might be better than trying to figure out, desperately try to figure out what the heck, how the heck to best bring her on the flight. Yeah, I feel like they would pee everywhere if you overhydrated them. That was the other thing, is I was like, I don't really want to, like, explode her with water either. Did the Waddle Dee just toss fish into the pool for Kirby to catch? I hope they do. I want waddle fish. All forward progression is halted. VOD watchers skip 45 minutes forward from here. Yes. Oh wait, look, I have a little Frosty hat. Oh my god, look at him. He makes little frosty snowmen. I love it. His little knit cap. I even have his butt on my jacket. Alright, what's the other one? Fire. Fishing. Is this some kind of JRPG? Honestly. That's also what halts all my progress in JRPGs. Is if I run into a fishing minigame, it's all over. I remember when I played Nier for the first time and I was like really engrossed in the story, and then I discovered there was fishing and I was like, well, rip. Wait, look at the claw on his head. Oh my god, wait, this is amazing. Whoa! Wait, that's amazing. I'm trying to think of other. Let's see. I did all the fishing in. I did all the fishing in like Trails of Cold Steel, but it sucked. I did some of the fishing in Trails in the Sky too, which was slightly better. It was slightly more like you had to like you have the right bait in the right place, whereas Trails of Cold Steel was like, click in the place and then click the button again, and oh, you got a fish, and oh, you can only fish so many times, and it just happens to be the exact number of times as the fish specimens, and also you, and also the fish are basically impossible to not catch, so have fun, lol. But East 8 had decent fishing, I think. So I remember I tried to do some of that. I didn't finish my fishing log in East 8. It did before they did the retranslation of East 8, because I remember that the original translation was kind of rough. Before they did the retranslation, when you start fishing, Adol like throws his bait out into the water and yells, "Wonder what I caught!" And it's like, I don't know, man. It hasn't happened yet. But I think the fishing was pretty good in that. I'm trying to think of like, I really liked the fishing in like Final Fantasy 15, but I feel like they put like a shocking amount of effort into that. The arson cop sounds. You and Rene would get along swimmingly. Is there a cat equivalent of a hamster water bottle? I don't know, actually. I'm not sure. I've never looked. I know that there's some of those like automatic like cat fountains or whatever, but I feel like I couldn't take that. I feel like I'd get in trouble. Yeah, Nier's fishing does get a bad rap. Once you learn where to fish and you like figure out the fishing controls, Nier's fishing is really fun. Wasn't there like some YouTuber streamer or something who like really hated the fishing and that became like a huge meme? I don't know much about I don't know much about like sometimes I just like I hear memes on the wind, but I don't actually know the origin story. So I'm like confused about it. Did they fix that fishing quest in the Nier remake? You would assume that they would. Like, was the wrong area, did they put it into the game on purpose? Was it like a joke or like part of the storyline that it was the wrong place, or was it like a legit mistake? So you'd think that they'd fix it. I still have to play the Nier remake. I really want to play it. It's just gonna be weird because I like Dad Nier so much more than Brother Nier. I love big buff Dad Nier. When a fish bites, button icons will appear. Oh, let's go. Press the correct button as fast as you can. Don't let him get away. Yeah, I really need to play that. I'd also like to replay Automata too. Now that I like know what to expect, but I feel like my list of games that I'm in the middle in is already so huge, and like I was trying to decide like what games to bring with me when I'm traveling, and I was like I can bring like my Switch and my 3DS. Am I gonna need anything else? And I looked at like the list of games that I'm like in the middle of on 3DS, and I was like, I'm in the middle of like Luigi's Mansion and Phoenix Wright and all this other stuff, and then obviously on the Switch I'm in the middle of a million games too, and I was just like, I don't need anything else. And I'm probably gonna be playing Duel Links or Master Duel on my phone the whole time, so like it's like, come on. I need to beat the games that I start instead of getting halfway through and then being like, oh, look at this other thing. You catch several fish in a row, you'll eventually snag a big one. Ooh. Correction for VOD watchers, skip 1 hour from this point. Pollo son. Yeah, that's the thing, is I never know like if, because obviously Nier is a pretty talky, text-heavy game, so I never know if those are the types of games that would be fun to stream. But I wouldn't mind at least starting it on stream. 175 G's. Wow, that gave me a single coin. Hold on, are there different types of fish? that a big one? And it's still worth 1 coin. Wait, I wanna... Is there only one type of fish? I want a fishing catalog to fill out. Give me the look at him. Woohoo! What did this fish eat? Wait, the next fish is gonna kill Kirby. Kirby, I don't know if we can take the next fish. Okay, it's better. It's slightly better. I think the remake is fully voiced for what that's worth. Okay. I mean, I think the original Nier had a ton of voice acting, too. You're gonna read all the dialogue and the text every game's in different voices? I mean... I can try. Whenever I try to read, like, the Doom, Codex entries... Wait, I want another monster fish. Whenever I try to read the Doom Codex entries, I get very... And it's weird, because it's, like, not really particularly, like, more talking than I do when I'm just streaming normally, but I get so thirsty for some reason. Oh, here we go. So this is just to get money? I mean, I'm down to clown. Oh my god, it's so cute. Look at this waddle dee fish over here, though. Oh, he's concentrating. Oh, and there's my fish! Look at... That fish is like, why? As long as you sing the Emil Shop song from Automata, it's all good in the hood. Oh, what's the song? Every day's a sale, every sale's a win. Buy stuff now or kick yourself later. Maple keep fishing, but how big do the fish get? Every day is a sale, every sale's a win. Buy stuff now or kick yourself later. I only 100%ed one of these bad boys, I think. Oh yeah, that one over there. Over yonder. There's a secret if you keep fishing. This better not be a bait. I'm going back. Every day's a sale. I always get mixed up with that and the Junes song. Every day's great at your Judas. One time my roommate who I got my cat from bought the like LE of Persona 4, like the music game for Persona 4, and it was the Japanese LE, and so it came with a soundtrack of all of the songs in the game, including obviously the Junes song in Japanese was on the soundtrack. And at one point, I'm pretty sure purely to vex me, he started blasting it on his sound system. He put the Junes song on repeat. Like just that one song on repeat. Blasted it and then went and got in the shower. And so I was sitting there trying to live my life. I was sitting there trying to like play like my own RPGs. and just getting blasted with the Juness song 1,000 times while he was like in the shower, not even listening to it. Because he's in the shower, I can't be like, can you turn that off? And like, I didn't know how to operate a sound system. Like, I couldn't even find like where to push to turn it off. And so I'm just sitting there, and I can't remember what the Japanese lyrics are. But it was just da 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 Junesu, and I was like, I am going to commit a crime tonight. Like, I had some friends who were like, wanna do a dungeon in Final Fantasy XIV? And I was like, yeah, but I can't get on voice chat because the Juness song is blasting over here. After about 5 to 6 successful fishing chains. Okay. Yeah, everyday young life Juness. Yeah, oh my god. I can still hear it when I close my eyes. Yeah, that was that was one of the times where I was like, I can't tell if he's doing this specifically to mess with me. Kirby, I'm sorry, I wasn't fast enough. Every day we're Maple. When you see more than a 4-button chain, you gotta hit it perfectly. Okay. Good night, Lamp. Thank you. I'll do my best. I'll do my best to land somewhere nice and quiet. Nice and quiet, but not so quiet. Not with thin walls so that I'll get arrested every time I stream. To be fair, that's a similar experience to spending 30 minutes in a Yamada Denki or book off, that's true. When I was in Japan, the K-pop song, I forget what their name is, what the group's name is. What were they called? I can't remember what they were called, but the song's name was Mr. Taxi. And it was extremely popular. And everywhere was playing it all the time. Like, you couldn't go outside without getting hit with Mr. Taxi 1,000 times. So that, even though I actually kind of liked the song, like, by the end, I was just like, I would hear Mr. Taxi and be, like, brought to my knees. Bye, Torpedo! Thank you, I'll try to catch the big one. I can still sing the book off theme even today. It was that, and I was also in Japan during, it was like the World Volleyball Tournament. Was being held in Japan, and the theme song of the volleyball tournament / the theme song of the Japanese team was from a boy band called Exile, I think Exile was their name, and it was a song called I Wish For You, and that was another thing that I couldn't escape, because everyone was watching the volleyball tournament all the time. Like, no matter where I went, the volleyball tournament was on. And, like, at every break, they would blast I Wish For You, and they would play it, like, in the grocery store. It was constant. And so it was just like, I'm trying to remember. I think the volleyball tournament was like, I I think Exile's I Wish For You was like the first half of my time in Japan, and Mr. Taxi was the second half. Oh. Yeah, because it was just... And it's a really repetitive song, too. So it's like, I wish for you. Just... What? Just over and over. I mean, there's like some words in between. But the chorus is just, I wish for you 100 times. And I was like, I'm actually I got like pretty invested in the volleyball tournament, actually. But I was like, but I can also never listen to this song again or I'll have a meltdown. Come on, Kirby. Come on, new record! Right, I need to not screw this up. And all seasons, all I want for Christmas is you then? Yeah, kind of. Except they would also put the music, the official music video up, which featured concert footage. And they did that dance where like all the guys stand in a line and they go like this, but slightly like 1 second off from each other. So they form like a spiral going like this, like spinning their arms, like one arm too. Next time, like does that make sense? Does anybody know this dance? I feel like I've seen this dance in like as like a dance in like MMOs and like games that have a dance emote in them. Or I feel like it would be something that was in like a Yakuza game or something. Like they're like I think there's the three bros in Grand Blue do it as like their victory animation too. No, it was the volleyball tournament was really cool. It was actually like I watched it like every night. I got really into it. But I was at the same time when they would break and Exile would come on, I was like, all right, boys, it's time to pack it up. I like for like a short period of time, I knew like all of the Japanese volleyball players and like their I hit it so fast! I hit it so fast! I'll go back. I wanna make more progress. Who's this guy? Rip. Yeah, there was a period of time where like I knew like all of the Japanese volleyball teams like history and like where they came from and their names and everything and like sort of what their volleyball history was. Like I got really into it. But it was definitely like it was like a national pastime at that point where everyone was just like, if you're not watching the volleyball tournament when it's on, then you're unpersoned. Like you're not a person in Japan. Like you have nothing to discuss with anyone if you're not watching the volleyball tournament. People will be like, "What do you think of the volleyball tournament yesterday?" And you'll be like, "I didn't watch it," and they'll slam the door in your face. Wait, are there cages? Look, there's like Waddle Dee cages all around. Wait, is it DDD? No! Wait, what are his little dog guys? I'll go fish more after. I just want to. Ah! I do want to make progress because this is something that I can actually like maybe play while I'm traveling. I mean, not like make progress, but if I make progress, then I can go back and collect stuff that I missed by myself. So I want to make. I want to make progress so that I have some fun stuff to do. Ah! At least I have my double life. Oh god. Yeah, listen to this remix. Get him! Woo! Oh my god, wait. I was like, oh, he missed me. Oh, he did not. Okay, so I have to get him to hit like the edge. Uh-oh. I need to dodge now. Kirby, we learned to dodge last time, remember? Let's get to it. Oh dear. Whoa! The bayonetta. The bayonetta. Oh. He just burned to death. Sorry, DDD. Clear without guarding. You got the homing bomb blueprint. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, buddy boy. Whoop. Hi. He's like, what the? Swallow King DDD's hammer. Whoa! Cool it, bucko. Okay, bye. Oh. Ooh. Oh, there's another island. Oh, whoa. There he goes. Original Wasteland. Elfeline has been captured by King DDD. Explore the next area and save Elfeline. Can I do a quick search of the area first? Oh, there we go. I want to go upgrade my bombs too. Ooh. Ooh. Wait, does it turn nighttime when I... Oh, it does! It turns nighttime when I come over here. DDD is the Geese Howard of Kirby. Explain. I'm gonna need some, like, supporting evidence on that one. Water balloon mouth treasure. What is this? This map sort of reminds me of like a Tales of Overworld. I mean the older games, not like the recent ones. Where you could like walk around and just like find stuff sitting on the map and click on like you could click on these bones and get like a skeleton or something. Get like a skull. The good old days. I still need to beat the new. So with Tales of Vesperia. With Tales of Vesperia, I beat Water Balloon Mouth Treasure. Sounds like a Dark Souls message. You are correct. The wastes where life began? Wait. Excuse me? When the original Tales of Vesperia came out, I got all the achievements on the Xbox version, and then I ordered the Japanese version of the PS3 version, and I got all the trophies on that. And so when they were like, we're releasing the definitive edition that actually has like Patty and it's basically the PS3 version with more stuff and HD, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna play it again. But it sort of hit right around the time that I got like really busy with a lot of other stuff, and but I was still like, I'm gonna play all these games again and get all of the trophies again. And I got pretty far. I'm trying to remember which one I plugged in first. Maybe it was the PS4 version I started on, I think. I got pretty far. I think I'm on like what would be considered like disc 3 or whatever. Disc 3. How many discs? Were there multiple discs for the... I thought there were multiple discs, but I could be whistling Dixie. What? Didn't know that was an option. But, oh. But I started the PS4 version, and I think I started the Switch version, but I haven't gotten that far in either. Well, I got pretty far in the PS4, but not at all far in the Switch version. I haven't even started the Xbox One version, so... But I want to get all the trophies and all of the versions again, and I'm like, am I a bad enough dude to do it all over again? Am I crazy enough? 100%. Might be mixing up with Lost Odyssey? I might be. One of those games had multiple discs. on the 360. Ugh. What is this? You can totally imagine him being pushed out a window, but he'll be back in the sequel because of fan demand. That is the DDD experience. Yeah, I was gonna say, this got like really like weirdly dark really fast. It's like the ruins of life. Where it all oh, look at his hat in this version. Bow. 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 Thank you. Defeat the lost squishy? So I can blow away sand dunes with this. Hold on. Oh, wait, there's more there. Yeah, Lost Odyssey definitely had more than one disc. I thought for some reason that Vesperia did 2, but I might just be thinking of like the different acts in the game, because there's like 3 distinct acts and different things are open at different times, so I might be thinking of that instead. So much for being a Vesperia superfan, am I right? Fake gamer alert. Ugh. Fake gamer Kirby! I'm just blowing hot air over here. Woo! I'm too scared to try to make this jump. Whee! is. Oh god. Yeah, why is this like the Kirby crossover with Nier Automata? Oh. This crumbling world. Oh, I need to walk into the shadow to get it to fall. Okay. Oh, this! What about this? Ooh! Gonna set her on fire. It's no big deal. Oh no! Now she's on fire! And spin it. Oh, look at her health go. Ah! Ah, no! I got cocky. I got cocky. I ruined my first Vesperia run by missing the item that allows you to quick step and then getting locked out of that town. How do you miss the item? No offense. No offense, but how did you miss the item that allows you to quick step? Is there only a single item that allows you to quick step? I know you must learn it from like a weapon. But quick stepping is kind of important. I'm pretty sure there's absolutely no way you could have crafted the weapon that had the quick step ability on it. There's zero way to do that. Or crafting an alternative, you have to buy it. I thought the game would just give it to me in a dungeon. That's your bad. It's a Tales game. You gotta buy one of every weapon that you see. They don't just like, they don't arbitrarily give you extras usually. The Crystal Needle Blueprint. Yeah, Tales games are usually kind of like, especially if items have like a skill on them or something, they're usually like unique for the most part. Even if you can like buy a couple in a store, it's usually like, and especially in Vesperia, because in Vesperia there's a few times where you're forced to make a choice when you're like crafting weapons. So like a weapon will have like a branching path, and then the side, like path A will have one skill on it and path B will have another skill on it, and the weapon required to craft either one, there will be only one of it in the game, and so you can only get one, you can only go down one path per run, so you basically have to do a new game plus if you want to get all of the skills. So it's yeah, and then I think Grace's was pretty similar. Yeah, Tales games tend to have pretty, like, unique weapons, like, you don't just find a bunch of them. You'd be missing the item in Tales of the Abyss that allows you to move freely in the fight. Oh no. I've played exactly one RPG in my life, and it was Chrono Trigger, and I think all the important weapons are hidden in chests. Well, you gotta, this is your learning experience. Now you can experience other Tales games and know exactly how to tussle. Now you have the secrets. Oh dear. Now you have the forbidden secrets for being an excellent Tales of player. Oh god! That ability came from an item. It's been a long time since. Yeah, I don't remember where it came from, but it might have. I don't remember a lot about Abyss. I played it on the PS2. I played it on the PS2. I actually wanted to play it. I didn't play it until the PS3 had already come out. Do I need to be a mouth? Do I need to be a mouthful, as it were? I played Abyss kind of late because I didn't play it right when it came out, but I played it when I had a PS3, and so I was like, oh, I'll play it on the PS3, and then I looked it up online, and everyone was like, do not play this on the PS3 because apparently, what? because apparently a bunch of the cutscenes on the PS3 either like hard locked the game or just did other horrible things, so they were like, don't play it, don't play it. Ugh. So I busted out my PS2 and plugged it back in to play Abyss. Even in the gen after, and it was really good, but I basically haven't played it since then. I got the 3DS version because I was like, oh, of course I'll want to replay it on the 3DS, but then I didn't get very far. It was really fun, but I was just like, I've already played this game before and it's pretty long. I remember playing like 20 hours into Vesperia Definitive Edition, finding out I missed out on the starting quest to get Judas' best weapon, and it kind of took the wind out of myself. Yeah, so that's Briannak. Briannak is the weapon, her best. Oh god, Briannak is her best weapon, and yeah, it's kind of obnoxious. Like, it's definitely one of those quests where you have to know what you're looking for. And it's really hard to miss out on like some of the early steps to even get it activated. Woohoo! And if you and if you miss the steps to activate the Briannak quest, it's just like, okay, we're done. It's just like, nope, the quest is over, no takebacks. So that was one of the weapons that definitely, I think Raven's ultimate weapon also really required a guide, because there's some complicated steps and like going back to really early areas really late in the game for like specific cutscenes. But Judas was by far the most like, you better know to go to this really random place and check this really random thing in order to even have this quest started later on. Yeah, I don't remember what item it was. Now I want to check. It's a pet peeve of mine in RPGs when you miss important stuff. If you don't go back to places you have no need to be at every possible time. Yeah, I agree. Like, I mean, some of my favorite games are, like, I think that's more of an older RPG thing. Because, obviously, like, older Final Fantasy games have that to some extent, and Tales games, or older Tales games, tend to have that a lot. I'm not so sure about... I started Arise, but I'm not like super far into it, so I'm not sure how much it suffers from that. But most Tales games tend to have that to some extent. I feel like we started finally getting away from it with RPGs. I feel like we started getting away from the you can miss this one thing if you don't go back to this one place during this one very specific moment during the game. But then I feel like the frickin' Trails games brought that roaring back, and for some reason people celebrated it as like a welcome return, and I was like, why? I was like, nobody, like, yeah, I guess in a way it's like encouraging exploration, but some of the stuff, especially I can't speak to Trails and Cold Steel 3, because I started it and got really mad at how bad one of the I shouldn't say it. I didn't like one of the voice actors, and I'm not sure how much the character appears, because they seemed kind of like a side character, but they annoyed me so much in the opening cutscene that I just stopped playing. So I don't know how much Trails of Cold Steel 3 suffers from that, but Trails of Cold Steel 1 and 2 was ridiculous. It was like, oh, you didn't go talk to this random NPC in a shop in another town during the free time that Reen gets between classes in Chapter 3 if you get the question right in his quiz or some garbage like that. Oh, I guess you can't get a 100%. And I was like, excuse me? So scrolling back, I got rambling. Everyone also said don't play Sonic 06, and we all know how that went. Yeah. Like nothing ever happened. Yeah, no, I really like Abyss, but yeah, I can understand how it'd be really annoying if you missed that. True gamers beat the game with a short sword. I'd like to try that sometime. Yeah, well, I was lucky with the Tales of Vesperia PS3 version because at the time that was pretty much the peak of my Japanese ability. Because it pretty much came out. Did I get this guy already? No, I didn't. Pointy, spiky clutter all rolled up into a ball. It's needles upon needles. What a powerful weapon. Roll forward, then release to send sharp clutter flying out around you. Ouch! Yeah, that was like when I was in the peak of my Japanese ability. And so I could actually pretty much play it without like a guide or a dictionary or anything. It was pretty easy. I don't know if I could pull that off now because I've let my Japanese lapse a lot because I'm not using it all the time anymore. But as when I was playing the PS3 version, I was getting mad because I was like, there's so much stuff in here that like helps explain some of the stuff. Some of like the side quests and stuff like that. Just it makes so much more sense with this extra context. And so it definitely felt like the PS3 version was the real version, and the Xbox 360 version was like, oh, wait, we got something new. The games booth, now you can play Tilt and Roll Kirby. And we got upgrades. Bomb. Needle. The 360 version definitely felt like it had stuff cut out of it. Like, once I played the PS3 version, I was like, oh, there's clearly stuff in here that was, like, meant to be in here from the beginning, and they took it out so they could add it back into the PS3 version. Like, it was really obvious. It was really obvious playing the PS3 version, and that made me really mad, because I was like, that's uncool. And it's uncool that, like, they did that, and then they didn't localize that version. Older games had that. They were usually reasonable about not locking you out of it. Yeah, I feel like there was... Like, Final Fantasy VII, the, like, PS1 version... Like, not the remake, obviously. Final Fantasy VII had some stuff where you had to go back, but I feel like the windows on them were pretty big. Like, you didn't have to do it at a really specific moment to get some of the side content. Interact with someone 3 times, make a story option, suddenly hostility or death. I've been dealing with that. Yeah, one of my NPCs in Elden Ring died suddenly, and I guess it was because I talked to another NPC and I didn't realize that was gonna happen. The game has a true end that requires multiple playthroughs. I'm usually less likely to play it. Looks at #1 Nier fan club president tattoo. I mean, it depends on the game. Like, I'm not against and it depends on if like otome type games, I'm totally fine with that. I'm totally fine with that. If it's more like a strategy game or something, then maybe I'm like, I will say, as somebody who played Fire Emblem, was it Fates that had the 3 versions? It was Fire Emblem Fates, Conquest. It was Conquest. What was the other one? Something, Conquest, and Revelations. I did not care about whatever... Was it Hoshido? I did not care about that route at all. I can't remember what it was called. Birthright, there you go. Yeah, Fire Emblem. As somebody who played Fire Emblem Fates, Birthright, Conquest, and Revelation, like, yeah, I'm not always on board for having it. Like, I kind of felt to some extent like I played the same game a million times, but it was fun in its own way. Good night again, Garrett. Yeah. Sometimes I play through and I get an ending and I'm like, okay, well, that was a good ending. And then, like, if I care, I'll play through again for whatever the true ending is. I'm trying to think of a good example of a game that you have to play a bunch of times to get an ending that, like, makes it worthwhile. Yeah, well, I think Tales of Vesperia had a exclusivity clause with Microsoft in Japan. I think that was the case, but I think that it was a timed exclusive, so they had to be exclusive for a certain time period. But I think they must have been planning the PS3 because I think they were trying to move 360s in Japan. But I think they always knew they were going to make a PS3 version because they were like, that's, you know, the real console here. Nier's a good example, but I feel like Nier is just, like, so delightful to me that I don't even count it as... and the Automata is a little bit different, but, like, Nier, once you get to, like, B route, it's already so different in certain ways that it feels like a different game, so I almost don't count it. Sorry, that's my coffee. How poor the PS3 sales and reception was in Japan due to the sheer level of content added. Yeah, like, I definitely felt, like, bad for everybody who specifically bought a 360 to play Tales of Vesperia, because I was like, the PS3 version is clearly the real version. Yeah, people definitely, like, did bad things to their 360 versions. 999 and the other Uchikoshi games kind of have multiple endings, but they let you speed to different branches. Yeah, those, they have, like, a jump around mechanic where you can see, like, the story flow. You can see the story flow of the game where it's like you can, and they have pretty forgiving checkpoints, so you can jump around a lot and be, like, right where you need to be to, like, go to a different route. I feel like those... Oh, I need more gems. What about you? What about ya? More gems. More gems. Yeah, I thought those games were pretty forgiving as far as their, like... Wait, what's the... I want to know what the tiltin thing... The roll and tilt? So I didn't mind those so much. I'm trying to think of... Yeah, I love 999. So there is one of my faves. Zero Escape is one of my faves. I didn't love the third one. Oh, yeah, just be straight up about it. I did not love it. I didn't love it for a few reasons. Oh, wait, what is this? I didn't love the ending. I didn't love some of the reveals because I felt like they were cheap. And some of the... I don't know if the writing was like this in the Japanese version because I played the English version, but some of the writing in the English version was, like, real stilted. So I don't know if they just, like, didn't have time, if, like, it was a time or a budget issue or something, but it was like there was some stuff in there that was rough. Oh, look at the cute little Kirby ball! 13 Sentinels, but that game has only one ending, even with branching. Well, yeah, 13 Sentinels, like, I mean, there are a few branches where I got a little confused about what I was supposed to do to, like, kick it into the new branch, but for the most part, I never felt like I was playing the same thing over and over. 13 Sentinels was pretty good. Was pretty good about making me feel like I was playing new stuff every time, even if I was playing the same route or whatever. Fallout New Vegas has alternate endings based on the people you help and the factions you help. Oh, though the endings are slideshows, so I don't know if you'd count that. I mean, I count that. Oh yeah, Radiant Historia. I loved Radiant Historia. Yeah, I loved collecting. The thing that's so funny about Radiant Historia is sometimes the choices felt like soup or salad. It was like soup or salad, and then like the kingdom is in ruins. Oh wait, whoa, wait, it's doing it with my controller. I'm like wiggling my controller right now. I have to wiggle my controller to control this. Oh, okay. Gotta be serious, gotta be serious. Pay 1. Play. Oh, Kirby. Kirby. Whee. What's considered like, oh no. Is that a I can't tell what's considered like flat. This must be kind of flat. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be hard. Oh, Kirby. Oh, Kirby. Oh, Kirby. Oh, Kirby. Oh, Kirby. Woohoo! Resident Evil 8 looking kind of different. Yeah, I really liked Radiant Historia though. I actually 100%ed that because I feel like you kind of had to, like, get everything out of it. For some indie games with multiple playthrough endings. Oh, yeah. I'm trying to think of like games I had to collect endings for. Persona games have multiple endings now? I guess I'm trying to think. I always thought like I guess they kind of have multiple endings. I was just considered like, I don't know, an ending like a bad end in that versus like whatever the real ending is. Oh god. Unless you're talking like who your best girl is or whatever. Ugh. Clean! Does Persona 4 have a divide like that? It's been a million years since I played Persona 4. I played on the Vita, like right when it came out on the Vita. I have not touched it since. Can I play other versions? Are there other boards? Oh, I cleared it. Give me more boards. Yes! You're pretty good at this game. I've added a new difficulty for you. Thanks, bud. Devil Summoner. I never played Devil Summoner. I don't remember Persona having different... Did I block that out? Did I block that out? I guess the closest thing for me would be Atelier games. Oh, there's 2 balls! Oh. No! I guess the closest thing for me would be Atelier games. Because oh boy. Because I like to 100%... I like to get, like, the platinum on Atelier games. Oh, God. Oh, clean! 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 Oh, Kirby! Woohoo! Persona just has differences based on who you relationship with. Okay. Has a bad ending and a normal / true ending. Yeah, because Atelier, I mean, the more recent Ateliers are more like the endings build on each other and they stack. So I'm trying to remember when that started. If it started with the PS4 games, maybe? Or if it started at the end of the PS3 era. It might have started at the end of the... It might have started with, like, the Dusk games. But I can't remember if it started with the Dusk games or if it started with Sophie on PS4. But, I know for a fact that, like, the Arlen trilogy, the endings do not stack. And so you pretty much have to just... Oh. Oh dear. You pretty much just have to get all of the... What would be the word for it? You have to get all of the ending conditions. If you want to get all of the endings, or if you want to get all the ending trophies, oh god, you have to hit all of the ending conditions, whether it's like make X amount of money, or make X amount of pies, or have max friendship with this person, or max level with this person, or complete like this this bunch of side quests. So you had to complete all of the different ending requirements, and then you had to redo the ending that many times and then like pick which ending you wanted to see, or like pick, like I think it was like, oh, like go with so and so, and then you got like their ending. Yeah. But they didn't stack, and so you just had to, you either had to replay the game that many times, or you had to just save at the end and then watch through. You had to keep restarting and watch through all the endings and get all the trophies. But if you wanted the true ending, you had to complete all of the requirements for all of the other endings, I think. And then you could get the true ending. But it was really, really hard to do it on your first time. You basically had to do it on a New Game Plus. And actually, like, I played, Nelky. It's not Atelier Nelky, but it's like Nelky and the Legendary Alchemist. I played that, and I got the true ending and I got the platinum, I got all the trophies for it. But that was the same situation, where you had to complete all of these different tasks simultaneously. And it was basically impossible to do on the first playthrough. Like, the reason I was able to do it on the second playthrough is because I had, like, experience from the first playthrough on how to min-max everything, but then they give you, like, basically bonus multipliers during subsequent playthroughs, so it makes it easier. But, like, there's Atelier games where you have to, like, beat certain bosses to unlock the true end, and they're way too hard to do unless you're on a New Game Plus and have, like, all of your equipment from the first game from the get-go, so you're able to farm stuff up a lot faster and make much higher quality stuff much faster, so you're not wasting time. That was, like, back in the Arlen days, though. I think they've gotten a lot more lenient. Ryza 1 and 2 are both really good. I really like Ryza. That's why I've been preparing a special challenge just for you, oh dear. It's the ultimate test of skill. I call it Tilt and Roll Kirby. Extra hard. It's all set up, so just approach the booth and press A to play the new difficulty. You can switch back to the easier modes by pressing X. I have one more surprise for you. Here's a special figure as a reward for unlocking the extra hard difficulty. Way to wobble! Oh my god, I love him so much. Way to wobble! Step right up, step right up. This Waddle Dee runs the town's favorite game, Tilt and Roll Kirby. The other Waddle Dees love to play his game. In fact, they wouldn't stop asking him for more. That might explain why he added the daunting extra hard difficulty. Yeah, Ryza 1 and 2 are there. I loved Ryza 1. Like loved it. And then Ryza 2, like, I never cry over video games. Ryza 2 actually, like, made me cry. And I think it's just because I'm, like, a very doting pet owner. And that's sort of, like, what... Oh, God! Come on, man. Wait, do they have it for each stage? Oops. Oh, they do. So it must be if you hit one at all, you're in trouble. Not completing all extra, or note, completing all extra hard modes isn't required for 100%. Good to know. But yeah, Ryza 2 actually made me cry. I really love Ryza, and I think they've already announced Ryza 3. I'm not sure, but I hope. I'm waiting. I know they've announced Sophie 2, but if they don't give me Ryza 3, I will riot. Because I need more. I will riot. I will give them the business in real life. But Rorona's really good. I played the original Rorona, not the definitive edition or whatever they called it. Not definitive. Or was it? Did they call it? DX? I think they call it DX. Where they like updated the graphics to be more in line with the rest of the Arlen series. Because Rorona was like the first one out and it was a little more chunky looking. But I played the original and I liked it a lot. I thought it was really good. It's just definitely, you can tell, like, when you play... You can tell when you play, like, the PS4 Atelier games. It's like... It sorta hits you in the face how many quality of life upgrades that they've made compared to the PS3 ones. And the PS3 ones got better over time, too. Like, I really liked the whole Arlen trilogy, but then once I got to, like, the Dusk trilogy, I was like, oh my god. These are so much more friendly to jump into. Sophie 2 might be out, actually. Wait, what the f... Sophie 2 is out? Is it out in America? Oops. Where's Sophie 2 out? Did I sleep through Sophie 2 releasing because I've been like in the stream and Kirby zone? I mean, bold move to release against Elden Ring and Kirby. It is hard though, because I remember sometimes when I was like helping plan like release dates, you're always trying to like dance around. You're always trying to dance around other bigger games. Like you try to look at, you know, what are the first parties releasing this year, and when are they releasing them, and how can we, you know, not release either at the exact same time or like the week after so that no one is paying attention to us. And it's hard because I feel like increasingly, I feel like the bigger companies have sort of learned their lesson from announcing release dates really early and then having to delay. I feel like they're waiting until closer to launch day to put that information out. And so now it's like, if you're trying to plan around not releasing against a huge game like that, and especially if you're releasing a physical version of a game, so you have to like deal with all of the logistics of like getting the discs printed and the covers and having it all assembled and everything and then shipped out to your distributors. Like, you have to plan that stuff really early, and you can't like swerve at the last second if Nintendo's like, I'm dropping this. Came out in February? Where the heck have I been? Yeah, the big games inevitably get delayed to whatever date you selected. That happened to me like 3 times. I can't believe it's out. I'm gonna go buy it after this. Drunk? I almost never drink. It's why I got so messed up on Sonic 06. Yeah, when I drank during Sonic 06, I got obliterated at light speed because my tolerance is so low now. And then the next day I woke up and I was like, I'm so dehydrated. I was like a sponge that's been left out too long. And I was like, how could this happen to me? I used to be a contender. Yes! Whoa! He's a big golden boy! Oh, look at him! He's sleeping on the job! Wake up, buddy! Ah, Kirby's doing a bit of fishing at the old fishing pond. He looks super, super relaxed. Maybe too relaxed. Hey, pay attention, Kirby! There's exciting stuff swimming in that pond, including the legendary Bling Blipper of Waddle Dee Town! Bling Blipper! Bronze Boy Olati coming! Oh, I love him. Games like Star Wars from Quantic Dream. Well, I feel like it's like more rare that people announce games that they haven't even started working on yet. Like I feel like we used to get announcements all the time that are like, such and such game is going into development, and it was like everyone freaked out, and then it would inevitably take like 5 years at least to come out, and everyone would be getting furious in the meantime, and companies would try to announce other things, and people would just be like, okay, but where's this? And so I feel like for the most part, like I've noticed that like I feel like there's a lot of games that have a tighter turnaround time now, and I don't think it's necessarily a tighter turnaround time. I think it's just they're announcing them later. I don't think Square Enix has particularly learned that lesson yet. But let me get some of these gems so I can upgrade my powers. Yeah, I think some companies have learned the lesson better than others. Like, I think Square Enix has not really picked up on the fact that the games like Final Fantasy VII had people tapping their foot for a very long time. You look like SpongeBob after too many goofy goobers. Yes. I was like, how am I so dehydrated? Oh, it's because I drank 1,000,000 pounds of alcohol last night. Elder Scrolls. Yeah, it has to be Elder Scrolls. Have they announced Elder Scrolls 6? Yeah, I feel like different companies have learned to different... I feel like Nintendo's gotten like pretty conservative about it, where they really don't announce something unless they're like, you know, this is imminent, basically. Because I was shocked at how fast Kirby came out after they announced it, and then I was like, oh, I guess they've just like they've and sometimes with like Nintendo Directs, they announce stuff and then they're like, by the way, it's in the eShop right now, and I'm like, excuse me? So I feel like it really depends on the company. Oh. What? What? They announced this several years ago to hype people up around the same time as Fallout 76 is coming out and be RIP. Everyone should be like Valve with Half-Life 3. Wait, did they announce Half-Life 3? Or have they just been like, no, it's never coming? See, like, I don't mind knowing that games are well, it depends. Sometimes I like it when companies announce games closer to the release date, because then it's like less like tapping my foot. It's more like, oh, okay, like this is coming out in 4 months. That's not too bad of a wait. I'm not even gonna notice. What the? How'd you two escape? Yeah, I kind of prefer the... Woohoo! Oh, no. I have a preference to the not having to wait route, but that's because I'm impatient. But, I mean, there's something to be said for, like, getting hyped up about a game. Like, I'm trying to think of a game that I've been waiting for forever. Dragon Age 4, I guess. Though even then, it wasn't that bad, because I played Dragon Age later in its life cycle, so I haven't been waiting nearly as long as some people have. Oh, no. But I think the thing for me is, I think like the benefit of waiting is so that if a game for some reason or another, oh, you can't shoot those, for one reason or another gets canceled entirely, I think I would rather just not know that it existed in the first place. Because knowing that you could have had something and it was taken from you is so much worse than like not knowing that it existed at all. Good night, too lazy. Half-Life 3 is still in the, well, it may come out, but we won't make any promises phase. Yeah, see, like, I respect that. I respect not, like, giving anybody false hope. Because I'm trying to think of, like, something that got, like, announced and then taken away. Oh, I guess, like, it didn't affect me directly, but Mega Man Legends 3. With the coworker that I obliterated. Legends 3, there you go. The coworker, and I was like, ah, sorry about Mega Man Legends 3, when I saw he had a Servbot avatar, and he was like, I bought a 3DS specifically for that, and I was like, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have said anything. Don't report me to HR. Oh god. Oh, these are timed. Oh, frick. Oh. That kind of worked out. Don't report me to HR for being insensitive. Oh. Wait, I gotta do it when they pop up. There you go. Woohoo! Someday we'll get that cliffhanger resolved. Yeah, I think I'd rather not know that a game exists at all. I'm trying to think. I guess I was excited for Final Fantasy 13 Versus, but I think it mostly just became Final Fantasy 15. So I don't know how much I can really complain, because I still in the end kind of got what I was waiting for. What else? Well, now I'm gonna now I want to Google it. List of canceled video games. Oh, here we go. Canceled video games on Wikipedia. Let's go. Canceled Xbox 360 games. This should hurt. What, 50 Cent Bulletproof? Did that not come out? Did that not come out? I don't know if this is a good representation. Most famous canceled video games. Here we go. Star Wars game. Avengers game. Wait, Fable Legends got canceled? Oh. Wait! Oh, never mind. I freaked out. Oh god. It said Prey 2 was canceled. And I was like, I didn't know that Prey 2 was announced. But then they were like, oh, it was Prey 2 before the new Prey. Oh my god. I need another sip of my coffee. Yeah, I think the last Fable game was a Kinect game. I think that's accurate. Yeah, Capcom's PR I don't think has historically been excellent. They were okay for a while though. Let's see. Oh, Scalebound. Oh, I have a story about Scalebound. Scalebound was actually announced at one of the E3s that I worked at. And they were giving out Scalebound shirts. Like, t-shirts with the Scalebound logo on it. And I got one. And I still, to this day... wear it. Obviously I haven't worn it much for the past little bit because there really haven't been any events to speak of, but every year after it was canceled I wore my Scalebound t-shirt to PAX. just for violence reasons. Why am I really much more toxic than I think I am? Oh, yeah, people used to get really mad at me. So I would just like wear it. People would be like, where'd you get that Scalebound shirt? And I was like, they would be like, you know Scalebound is canceled, right? And I was like, is it? Did it get canceled? Emotional damage. You are Kaylin incarnate. I'm giving you the scarlet rot. It's eating you from the inside. I see you're poison type. Yeah, I have a really sick Scalebound shirt. It's like one of my favorite. It's really comfy, actually. Wait, sorry. I just saw the target time was 7 seconds. Yeah, it's a really cozy shirt, and it actually looks like pretty cool. Like it. Oh, I think I see what I have to do. You know what? Hold on. It's actually like I usually don't wear t-shirts that are like just like a game logo or whatever. There we go. But honestly, like the Scalebound shirt, it like looks really cool even if it's just the logo. Oh frick. Ah! I just gotta run as fast as humanly possible. Wait, did that just like combo? Like the more stuff I hit? Oh. Oh, okay. Zawaruda. Gotta tag people. Okay. Nice. Zawaruda. Yeah, I was really excited for Scalebound though. I'm not just being mean to people. I was legitimately excited for it, and I'm really sad that it got canceled. What else is on this list? Scalebound. That one hurts me. Oh, Silent Hills. God, I'm in a mood. Silent Hills is definitely one that did psychic damage to me because I love Silent Hill. I love Guillermo del Toro. I love Norman Reedus. The only Kojima game that I've properly played, and I wouldn't even would you call Metal Gear Rising a Kojima game? I feel like it's like sort of like a hybrid of Kojima and Platinum. Where am I going? I took psychic damage thinking about Silent Hills. But so I was really excited because I was like, this is literally everything I've ever wanted. And then I played PT and I was like, yes, 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 this is the business. This is what I've wanted out of life. And then they canceled it and I was like, I see. I see. Yes, but wrapped in platinum. Okay, yeah. So I was like, I love everything involved in Silent Hills, and I love Silent Hills. So this is the ideal game for me, and I'm very excited. I love when he puts the goggles on. So I was like, I'm very excited about it, and then I got blasted. I guess in return we got Norman Reedus and his funky fetus. That's true. Homing bomb. I never played Death Stranding. What is this? Ooh. Oh, I see it home. Get Mr. Sandbag out here. Oh, it gets little wheels. Oh, and they chain. Oh, that's sick. Now I upgrade this guy. But I really wanted Silent Hills really, really bad. That is one that hurts me. Yeah. See, like, and that's a case where I would have rather not known that it existed, because now I just have to sit around every day thinking about what we could have had. Thinking about all of the scares I could have had. Oh, wait, this is really pretty. Woo! Oh, look, I leave little crystals behind, too. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I now I have to sit around thinking about all the spooky times I could have had, and I'll never get to have now. We can't stand around, let's go save him! Okay, but first I need to play Tilt and Tumble. Let's see. I haven't done enough of this minigame either. Let's go. Did you find the deep sleep upgrade yet? I don't think I have. The one where he pulls out of bed. I don't think I have that. Konami would be broke if they weren't so good at monetizing gambling. Still have PT on my PS4 and I go back to replay it every so often. Yeah, I still have PT as well on my PS4. I'm lucky because we had 2 PS4s in our household. And my roommate, when the roommate who I got my cat from, we had both downloaded PT, but he after PT was pulled from the store, he was like, this is taking up too much space, and he deleted it from his console. And I was like, how could you do that? I was like, you're never gonna be able to get that again. And he was like, oh. He was like, is that a big deal? And I was like, oh my god. But I still had mine, so I was like, oh my god, now I need to protect mine even more. It's one less PT in the world. Just thinking about PT blight your mind palace, yes. I get so scared even now. Like, even watching videos of other people playing PT gets me really scared. I poured hot soup all over myself playing PT because it scared me so much. Doesn't Konami own Yu-Gi-Oh? Yeah, they do, right? Space Marine and Dark Tide. I've never played a Warhammer game. Let's see what else is on this list. Oh, Silent Hills was the last one on this list. 25 amazing video games we'll never get to play. Oh, this is gonna... Silent Hills, yep, we know. I guess Titanfall 3, but did they ever officially announce Titanfall 3, or were they just like... Scalebound's on this list. Huh. Yeah, I've never played a Warhammer game before. I've thought about it. Because I've had people tell me that I would really enjoy, like, the lore and everything. But I feel like I have a million games I'm trying to play. Believe they said that Titanfall 3 was in the works, but no official announcement. Yeah, and then I think the team got, like, smushed into Apex, and so it's definitely never coming out now. Which makes me sad, because I really, really love Titanfall 2. I love BT. My boy, BT. The buddy Titan. Titanfall 3 is just Apex Legends. I know. Look at all this stuff I got. So I have 64 out of 79 for Volume 1, but then I only have 6 out of 78 for Volume 2. I love this one. This one's so cute. The lore is a really yeah. I've had people try to explain the Warhammer lore to me, and I have to tell them to stop, like a few sentences in, because I'm like, this sounds amazing, and like if you explain too much of it to me, like I won't get to figure it out for myself. So I'm like, I've heard enough. I'm interested. I know it wasn't technically an announcement, but Sony showed a 2 in a Metal Gear Rising font in a countdown at TGS like 5 years ago, and I forgot about that. I forgot about that. Did they ever say that was officially Metal Gear Rising 2, or did they try to play it off as being something else? I completely forgot about that. I must have repressed that because it hurt me too much. Respawn seems to hate Titanfall now. No! Is it 40k or fantasy you're interested in? I think 40k is what people have talked to me about, but honestly, I'd be interested in either one, I think. Ooh. They always denied it as a coincidence or something, but did they say what it actually was? Did they say, like, were they like, you know, if it's not Metal Gear Rising, did they say what it was supposed to be? I mean, people have told me about the, woohoo! People have told me about the people with swords that are also chainsaws in Warhammer, which is historically one of my favorite. The chainsaws are one of my favorite aspects of Gears of War, so I can like look over the whole town. But yeah, I've been interested in trying out Warhammer. Whichever Warhammer I go for, I've been interested. I just wasn't really sure. Warhammer is one of those like intimidating things where I'm not sure where to start because there's already so much. There's already so much going on. It's hard to be like, all right, this is the starting point. But I want to just check my world map real quick. I'm probably gonna wrap up because I do have to go. I do have to go pack and prep some stuff for my trip. So I don't want to go too late. I don't want to go too late here, but let me look at my progress. So I got all the Waddle Dees here, all the Waddle Dees here. I'm missing one from the cat here. I think it's the take no damage one. And then I got work to do. Woof! I got work to do in the winter horns. I just got here. I could probably do the cat real quick if I go chug if I go chug some stuff. A Kirby song won a Grammy? Wait, what? That does not limit what is being talked about even a little. I mean... Let's get a bunch of these. I can stack. I can stack them. So is that, do I have two? Oh, yeah. Okay, wait, hold on one second. I'm gonna leave that there. Please don't disappear. Please don't disappear. I'm trying to cheese a little something. Someone won a Grammy for a cover of Meta Knight's theme? That's amazing. Oh, did it disappear? Dang it. That makes sense, though. She would definitely play Orcs. I don't even know what Orcs is. And I suppose I'm willing to play it. Alright, time to drink up. Time to drink up, buddy boy. Attack boost. Attack boost. Is it running out in town? Is it counting my seconds right now? Yes? Okay. Special figure? Okay, I thank you, buddy, but my seconds. Oh, look at him! This enterprising Waddle Dee opened his own item shop in town. He sells special items that will help you out. He also supplies the cafe with an energy drink that he makes by hand. They have a special business arrangement. 2 energy drinks for 3 Kirby burgers. We have a arrangement. Alright, buddy. We're gonna go... No! I didn't mean to order that one! We're gonna go beat up a cat after this. Alright. Run! Imagine a bunch of goofy green fungus boils that only with Cockney accents that who live only for war. I'm listening. I'm listening. Yeah, look, it's my power is trickling away. Yeah, I've seen some of the physical figures in like game shops that I go to. Run! Yes! Hoo-hoo! Good night, Joe! Clear without taking any damage, let's go! Woohoo! Alright, 100% for the first 3 worlds. Aye! Woohoo! Hi. All Waddle Dees saved. You've saved all the Waddle Dees and one dairy remains. Alright, I got work to do. I got work to do on the ice place, but we're looking clean for the rest of this. The first 3 are all 100. I gotta do work there. A little bit of work in the desert. That's good enough. That'll keep me busy. Why did I never think to use Crash? It's so broken. You could just hit him with Zawarudo. 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 I use bombs or Dragonfire. The Dragonfire is so good though. Alright, I'm gonna call it so that I can go pack. Go finish packing, go get some sleep. Ugh. Getting sleep. Oh yeah, 41%! Woohoo! That's not bad, that's not bad. Ah, triangle. I've wanted to try triangle strategy. There's a demo, right? There's a demo out. I ordered it, but it hasn't come yet. I don't think it'll come by the time I leave tomorrow. Ugh. But yeah, yeah, I don't have a schedule for the rest of this week because I'm not really sure. It's gonna be a little crazy. So I'm not really sure when I'm gonna be free and have like good internet access. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to stream, but if I can, because I'd like to. So if I can sneak in a stream, I'll just post on Twitter. But Otherwise, I'm hoping that next week I can come back in full. So next week I'm gonna do the game that the YouTube members voted on, which is Mega Man X, I think. Unless a lot of new votes came in while I wasn't looking. Last time I looked, Mega Man X was winning. So I'll double check. There was some funniness with the voting for the first one, 'cause when I streamed Fallout New Vegas, when I looked, that was like the clear winner, but then when I looked back like a week later, some more votes had come in, even though I'd already streamed it, and it made it tied with, I think, Super Mario Sunshine. I was like, well, now what? The demo carries over. Okay, that's good to know. But yeah, I'll figure out what I'm gonna do for the rest of this week. But I'll post on Twitter or something, and I'll post the screenshot in the Discord of my 500 tabs being gone, because I did do it and it freaked me out. But but thank you guys so much for coming to Kirby. I just want to play more Kirby. I don't want to travel. I don't want to. But I'll see you guys when I'm back. Hopefully, when I come back, I'll have an apartment locked in so that I know where I'm going. So I know I'm gonna have somewhere with good internet to stream from, or I'm not gonna get yelled at for screaming at a horror game or something. Well, I'll see you guys on my next stream, whenever that is. Have a good night, or a good morning, or a good afternoon, or whatever it is, wherever you are. And oh, to moose!